Guy Ryder, who's with me now from Geneva. Guy, it is good to see you and wishing you well, of course. But the reality of these numbers is they are going to fall disproportionately on the developing world. Yes, there will be some in the wealthy countries, but they're not going to bear the brunt.
Yeah, that's one of the key messages of the report. In addition to the fact that we're still operating labour markets well below the employment levels of pre-pandemic times, we are looking at really a two-speed recovery right now, as you've indicated. It is the richer countries, for two reasons, in fact, which are doing better. One is their rollout of vaccinations, which is a sort of a precondition for getting economies moving again. And the second is simply the fiscal firepower that they can bring to the job of stimulating economic activity and promoting enterprises. And this is a very worrying situation within the aggregates.
Right. So what do you want? Well, I mean, there's an argument, let's take the US, where unemployment is, there's still many millions unemployed, but the unemployment rate is down. The unemployment rate in the UK is down. In the developed world, it is down. So what policies are you now seeking?
Well, I think just going back to the 2 points I made right now, clearly, health policy is economic employment policy right now. So we simply do have to do better on getting vaccines rolled out around the world. It matters to the world of work. And I think we've also got a financial set of issues to deal with. We've heard the World Bank this week warning about imminent debt crisis or the prospect of that in the developing world. We really need to make sure that does not happen, that further accidents do not occur. In the US, I think it's very interesting, as you say, unemployment levels are near to pre-pandemic levels, but they're still way down on participation levels. And this is typical, 1.5 percentage points below the levels pre-pandemic in terms of people actually active in the labour market. So we all have to reactivate people, get them back to connections.
But there's other things going on, Guy, aren't there? For example, the number of resignations, admittedly more in the developed world, or the OECD countries, resignations for other jobs, quality of life issues, the bidding war that is now taking place for workers in key industries.
There's a whole mixture of dynamics going on here, I think, Richard. I'm a little skeptical, if I might say so, about the thesis of the Great Resignation representing, if you like, in the process of COVID, people have sat back and said, well, we want to do something else. We want to live differently. There's some of that going on. But, labour markets are not such in most of the world where people have the luxury to give up what's available to them now and go on to something better. We're seeing the churn that comes from the interruption of economic activity because of the restrictions imposed by during the COVID period. Let's see if that is a permanent structural change or if things are going to simply flip back to where they were, just a temporary blip, as it were. I don't think we've reached a new sort of settlement, a new normal, if we want to use that phrase yet. It's going to take a little while, and we're going to have to untangle all of these different things going on.
I'm just reminded that normally we would, of course, be together up a mountain in Davos at this time of the year, but not this year, and well, never, maybe next year. Well, you're still in the upper mountain, so to speak. You are still in Geneva, so you can always pop to Davos if you get homesick. Guy Ryder joining us now. Thank you, sir.